Hey guys, it's Patrick, here with another Let's Play. This one's gonna be just me. I went back home for the holidays, and Justin's still back in the apartment, so I would do this one on my own. Really excited to be doing this one. Probably gonna be a little bit of a different style than we usually do. Probably not as silly, so hopefully I can keep it interesting. And just, if you like the style, let me know. Maybe we'll do more like this. So, anyway. Why be such a Luther, Patrick? I'm not a Luther. AM2R. Turn his hands. So yeah, this one got quite a bit of buzz earlier this year. It's a fan remake of the original Metroid 2 on the Game Boy, and I played a little bit of it before. It's pretty awesome. I guess I'll just go ahead and get started, and we talk as we go through it. This is a previous playthrough we did. We tried to do a recording earlier together. We got like 2 hours of footage or something, but maybe, I guess, close to an hour and a half. And then we went back and the frame rate was just crap. So, I don't know, you might see little bits of that. We might bring back some of the salvageable parts if they're funny in the future. But, yeah, for now, let me just, let us do file B, I guess. And we'll do normal. Because Metroid's very scary. So yeah, this one is a, like I said, it's a remake of the original Metroid 2, and, oops, sorry, I have my laptop in a kind of a precarious position for this, so try to keep things steady. But yeah, it's basically a sequel to the original Metroid from the NES, and basically that one, there are these creatures in Metroids that get stolen by space pirates, and then this is Samus. She gets hired, she's a bounty hunter hired by the Galactic Federation to basically exterminate the space pirates and get the Metroids back, because the space pirates were breeding Metroids as like a bioweapon on planet Zebes. And in this one, after she finishes that mission, I guess technically the Prime series happens, but originally it just went straight to this one, where they send Samus out to destroy all the Metroids because they're deemed a threat to the galaxy. So yeah, they make sure the controls are good. Yeah, they feel pretty good. Okay, let's just keep going here. Because right now we are on, like I said, planet SR-388. This is the Metroid homeworld. Very hostile. With its space dragonflies and space frogs and whatnot. I don't have my bombs yet. So yeah, it might also be worth mentioning one of the reasons I wanted to do this one. Oh, fuck. One of the reasons I wanted to do this Let's Play is this year is actually Metroid's 30th anniversary. So, I kind of wanted to get that. Metroid's my favorite series, really. So, yeah, I really wanted to give this one in. Yeah, because the anniversary, I think, was like in August. The original Metroid came out, I think, like August 16th, 1986. And yeah, I mean, end of the month, so it's a little late, but hoping we can at least get this started while it's still 2016. Oh, fuck. Yeah, I think I really fell on top of it. Okay, just further down. Here's a safe one. Yeah, what I think I'm probably going to do for these recordings, by the way, is just basically split it up by area, because kind of the way this game progresses, you see in the top right corner there, next to the map, there's a little Metroid counter that counts how many Metroids left there are in an area. So right now there's only one area, and then you'll see all this lava right here and in other parts. Oops. Yeah, that hurts me, so I can't really go through it and expect to survive. But yeah, you'll see, as I destroy Metroids, if I clear out, right now if I beat one Metroid that's in this area, the lava will sink, and then I can explore further to a new area. See, I think I'll pretty much look these up. Here's a Metroid now. Kill this little fucker. Okay, and well, that was a little brief. So, I suppose I can squeeze another area in here. Here comes the earthquake. And now the lava should be receding. There it is. Excuse me. So yeah, I guess I'll do one more area. And then pause the recording there and come back. So yeah, let's see. Might be worth mentioning a little bit of history behind this game. Yeah, Nintendo back around in like, let's actually start before the history of this game. Maybe a little bit of like my history with the Metroid games. Since, like I said, it's my favorite series. So yeah, I think for me, I didn't know anything about Samus until I played the original Smash Bros. At my cousin's house. Because I think it took me a little while to get into gaming as a kid. I grew up in like late 90s, early 2000s, and I think a lot of the early stuff I played were just like licensed games. I would, just go to Toys R Us and pick out, oh, hey, this game is based on whatever cartoon I like. I mean, I guess I better play the game then. And that was kind of how I did my gaming for a while, but every now and then we go over to my cousin's place, and they had their N64 hooked up, and amongst other games they had Smash Bros. On there, which ended up being one of my favorites, and every time I was at my cousin's house, I would have to play that game. And I remember mostly playing as, like, Link, but sometimes, I saw this character in there, Samus, who was this really mysterious, this robot dude, as I would have pictured him, as I would have thought. Obviously, as I found out later, Samus is in fact female. but, you know, common mistake. And so, that was my first introduction to Samus's character. I always thought she was pretty cool. And eventually, I think at some point I subscribed to Nintendo Power, I think around like 2003, 2004, something like that. And I remember they had this ad in the front of the magazine for a little while, talking about Metroid Zero Mission, which I didn't know anything about, but I was like, oh hey, this is one of the games with Samus. I wonder if this might be worth checking out. So I didn't really pick it up for a while, but eventually I remember, I think it was some summer when I was a kid. I was still like in middle school, maybe late elementary even. So just like maybe 11, 12 years old. And I remember I saved up, I think about like $400. And my mom went to like Target one time and brought me along. And I remember just hanging out in like the video game section with all this money in my wallet. I just went and I picked up, I swear to God, like 9 games in one go, which was crazy for me as a kid. Probably would be crazy now too. And yeah, there was a whole bunch that I got. I remember like Pikmin 2, Paper Mario 2. I got, I think, a couple Donkey Kong games with the bongos. This is like the GameCube GBA era, so there's that. Some classic NES series stuff with GBA, Mario vs. Donkey Kong, and, you know, probably other stuff. And one of those games was Zero Mission, my first Metroid game. And basically, I didn't know at the time, but it was pretty much the perfect entry point for the whole series, given that it was pretty much a remake, an updating of the original Metroid game on the NES, with better graphics and basically just modernized for a post-Super Metroid world. And I mean, of course I got lost and stuff, and so of course it took me a little bit of time to really catch on to the game, but eventually it became one of my favorite games of all time. And still is to this day, actually. It's always been one of those games that's always just been fun to go back to. So yeah, after I played that, I got like Fusion and a bunch of other ones. Here's another Metroid, Metroid Shell. So there was something. Okay, I don't have my bombs yet. I have to go another way. So let's see, where was I? So yeah, after Zero Mission, I pretty much just got into the rest of the games over time, and now we're at the point where I've pretty much played through just about all of them, except for Primes 2 and 3, which I've played some of, I just haven't beaten. Still in the middle of a Prime 2 session, actually, but have to get back to that one later. But yeah, I played through all of them, and I actually beat the original Metroid, Super, and Metroid 2 for the first time, all on Virtual Console, just earlier this year. And I mean, Metroid 2, I mean, it's one of those games that a lot of even hardcore Metroid fans have a hard time getting into sometimes, because it's a lot more, it's pretty dated, and that's a game that badly needs the Zero Mission treatment officially, and like Nintendo probably could have done that a long time ago, but they've never officially remade that game. So right now this is pretty much the best we have, and it's exactly what Nintendo should have done years ago. So props to the guy who made this. Alright. Can't get through that yet. Kill these fuckers. Now I have bombs. Finally. And more missiles. Ow. Ow. I do apologize for talking your ear off right now, anyway. You have a tendency to do that. Alright, let's see, I'm gonna go out to the right. Let's see what's this way. Oops, danger. That's what's this way. Not sure if I can do anything here yet. Oh, there's a spider ball. This was pretty fun. I didn't mean to go that way. Yeah, right to the thorns. That's how you do it. Yeah, I think Metroid 2 is still actually, if I'm not mistaken, the only 2D Metroid game with a spider ball. Or they did bring it back for the Prime series with like the magnetic rails, and that was pretty cool actually. But no other 2D Metroid has had it. Actually, come to think of it, they haven't made a 2D Metroid since Zero Mission. So how about that? Let's explore a little bit more of this room. Oops. Try to see if there might be something there, but I guess not. Oop. Aha! Alright, I think there's gonna be a Metroid in this room, if I'm not mistaken. Yep, there it is. Ah! Get right up in your face in this one. Got him. Alright, one Metroid down, 3 to go. I guess I can go further in this room. Damn it. I'll get this eventually. There we go. Guys, I swear. Yeah. Oh yeah, I was going to get to a bit of the history of this game, because I remember, I don't know all the details about it, but basically, this game was crafted over a period of like years. Ow. Motherfucker. But yeah, like, I think this game was about like almost 10 years in development. And they put out a whole bunch of demos and stuff, a series of demos. I played through one of the last ones, and that was like, I think, a lot earlier this year. And got a decent ways into it, really enjoyed it. So, I already kind of know some of what's to come in this game. For like the first few hours at least. Let's see, let me check this part out actually. There's our first energy tank. I'm gonna need it. But yeah, so AM2R, basically it was designed by mostly one guy. I mean, he had help and he had assets from Nintendo as well, of course, but yeah, this was largely done by one guy. Trying to get back to the other part of the room. Oh, here. Get that missile tank. But yeah, this dude, Dr. M64. And if I remember correctly, he's from Brazil, actually, where video games are much more expensive and harder to come by. And kill that thing. He basically, this was his first game that he made, if I'm not mistaken. He was just an amateur game designer, and he just had, like, you know, this program Game Maker or whatever. Very, kind of basic game design. This is one of his first big projects he decided to do. Very ambitious. Deciding out, hey, I'm gonna do a remake of Metroid 2 that Nintendo hasn't done, that they probably should have done years ago. And again, like, nearly 10 years of effort he put into this game. Oh yeah, showing off now. Showing off. Nearly 10 years of effort he put into this game, and it finally came out this year. A lot of people liking it, myself included. And what blows, though, not that it's a surprise, I swear, like, the day after this game came out, because he released it for free on his blog, and, like, the day after it came out, he got hit with a copyright takedown notice from Nintendo. I mean, again, not a surprise, they are using Nintendo's intellectual property and all that, and Nintendo were totally within their right to do what they did, but still just kind of blows, considering Nintendo hasn't done a whole lot with the Metroid franchise in a while. They did come out with Federation Force this year, I'll give them credit for that, but that's Federation Force, and not exactly the Metroid game that a lot of people were wanting. And so it kind of seems like Metroid, I mean, at least once was one of Nintendo's strongest franchises, but they've kind of shoved it to the side now, is what it feels like, at least. Hopefully not true. Hopefully they got something new coming for the Switch, coming out in March, which I'm pretty excited for, but, I mean, we really have no idea what they've got coming. Let's see.